Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back. Today I want to talk about how to know if your ex is in a rebound relationship. Sometimes when someone breaks up with you, they start dating someone else and you wonder, is it totally over with you? Do you still have a chance even though they're dating someone else, or are they going to just move on with the new person? Well, I'm going to let you know. But before I do, I want to remind you to be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. And while you're at it, be sure to tap the bell icon so you'll be notified when the new video is up. So, the only way to really know if your ex is in a rebound relationship, meaning that it's only going to last for a short term, that they're just using that person to get over you or over the relationship, or if it's something that they're serious about, is to look at how they are behaving with you. So you don't go by hearsay, you don't go by what people are saying that he said or she said, when they say, oh, he's so in love with her, she's so in love with him, he found his soulmate. And you don't go by what you see on social media, because as we all know, everybody looks like they're in a perfect relationship on social media. And then the truth comes out. So there are some other things that you need to look at. And let's start going down the list. The first one is that they're still contacting you. Now, if they don't need to be contacting you, meaning that you don't have kids together and you've wrapped up any unfinished business, then why are they still contacting you? They may be just saying that, they want to see how you're doing, see if you're okay with the situation. But if they've moved on and they're happy, why would they care? Just put yourself in their shoes. If you want to see what someone is thinking or feeling, often it helps to put yourself in their shoes. So let's do it. So pretend that you broke up with your ex and you no longer wanted to have anything to do with them. You found someone else that you're really into. Would you be contacting your ex to see how they're doing? Probably not. So if they're still contacting you, then they still have feelings for you, and or they're not as happy with the new person as they thought they would be. Maybe there's trouble in paradise. Number 2 is similar, except that they are contacting your friends or family. So why would they continue to contact them if they don't have to, since you're no longer together? Now, I understand, there's exceptions where they have a great friendship or relationship with one of your family members or one of your friends they became really great friends with, and they don't want to end that. I understand, but other than that, if they didn't have a great relationship with someone, why would they still be in touch with them? That would be because they're trying to find out things about you through them or get information to you. So if they're in touch with a family member or one of your friends when they don't really need to be, that could be a sign they're in a rebound. The next one is that you even know that they're in a rebound relationship, or they're telling you about the new relationship. Because oftentimes when someone breaks up with you and they're totally done with you, they'll block you because they don't want you to know that they're in a new relationship. So why aren't they keeping it from you? Maybe they want you to find out. Because if things were going well, they would not want you to mess it up. They wouldn't be telling you about the new person. They're not going to be volunteering information. So if they're talking about the new relationship, especially if you didn't ask about it, maybe they're trying to make you jealous. Or maybe they want to show you that they want you back and they're hoping that you'll say something. And even if they say that they're in love with the person, it's going really well, then why do they feel the need to tell you? So just be cautious of anyone who is talking to you about the new relationship. Yeah, this relationship is much better. Yeah, we're so happy. Yeah, it's great. Well, if you're so happy and it's so great, why are you telling me, your ex, about it? So just because they're telling you about it, it doesn't mean that everything they're telling you is true, and doesn't mean that it's not a rebound. The next one, number 4, is that they jumped into another relationship, or they jumped into dating right away after the breakup. Usually that means that they're using this person to move on, because people need to heal between relationships if your relationship was important or significant to them. Now, obviously, if you dated for 1 or 2 months, no, then there isn't really going to be that much to heal from. So if they move on, it may or may not be a rebound. But if you had a significant relationship and suddenly they're dating someone else, well, most people are not ready to date as soon as they get out of a relationship. And I always mention here not to date someone who has just gotten out of a relationship. And when I say just gotten, I mean that if they were together, let's say for 10 years, you need to leave them alone if you're looking for a relationship for at least a year. So if you were dating for 5 years and boom, automatically they start dating someone new, there's a good chance it's a rebound and they're using that person to move on, to try to move on. All right, number 5. They're trying to get back at you. They're trying to retaliate and make your life miserable or make you jealous. Now, again, put yourself in their shoes. If they're happy in a new relationship, they would be busy being happy. They're not going to have time or energy for you because they're so focused on themselves and their new relationship. They're not going to be sitting around trying to make you jealous or upset or trying to retaliate. You wouldn't even be on their mind. They would just be off in the sunset in their new relationship, all happy. And people who are happy, they're not trying to make other people miserable. They want everyone to be happy. As you probably heard, hurt people hurt people. So if they're trying to hurt you, it's because they're still hurt, which means they're still emotionally attached. But if they're so happy in their relationship, then they wouldn't even care about what you were up to or about making you jealous or trying to hurt you. Remember that hate is not the opposite of love. Indifference is. And so if they're still trying to hurt you, they have feelings for you. But if they block you and want absolutely nothing to do with you, then there's a good chance that it's not a rebound. But if they haven't blocked you and they're still contacting you, they're actually trying to hurt you, trying to upset you, then it's a good chance that it is a rebound. And then finally, the last one, number 6, is that the ending of the relationship was not a clean break. So there's still unfinished business there. Either it feels unfinished or it is unfinished in the sense that it just ended all of a sudden, that there wasn't really a discussion about it. Maybe they got upset and just said, okay, that's it. Because if someone really wants absolutely nothing to do with you, they're going to make a clean break, meaning they will want to get rid of you as fast as possible. They're going to say, okay, you know what, it's over. I don't want to, it's over. I don't want to see you anymore. And you might say, well, can we have a talk? And they will be like, no, there's nothing to talk about, And even if you say, well, you were a terrible boyfriend, you were a terrible girlfriend, you did this, you did that, they'll be like, yeah, okay, fine, yeah, I was terrible. They just want to get out of there and finish the discussion and not have any type of contact, not have anything to do with you, and as I mentioned earlier, may even block you. So if there was a clean break, meaning that they deleted your photos, they blocked you, they're not contacting you, then there's a good chance that it's not a rebound. But if they did the opposite of all those things, if it wasn't a clean break, if they didn't delete your photos, if they didn't block you, then there's a good chance that it is a rebound and they will soon be back. Okay? So let me recap. The first one is that they are still contacting you. The next one is that they're contacting family or friends. The third one is that you even know about the relationship or the fact that they are talking to you about the relationship. The next one is that they jumped right into another relationship or a dating situation. The fifth one is that they're trying to get back at you, retaliate. And number 6 is that it was not a clean break. So I would like to hear from you. Post below which signs you've seen from your ex that tell you that they are possibly with a rebound. I'm sure there are other signs besides these 6, so I want to hear from you. And in the meantime, if you would like my help personally to help get your ex back, you can contact me about private coaching at theartoflove.net. The direct link is below, and you can also sign up for my free weekly newsletter. If you're listening on YouTube and you enjoyed this, remember to like and share and also subscribe. If you are listening on iTunes, I would appreciate if you would rate and review the podcast. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.